Welcome back, Cougars, to the 2018-2019 school year. It's exciting that we get to embark on another year as an IB World School with a STEM focus. Uh, I hope that everyone had a chance to enjoy their 10 weeks of a relaxing summer vacation, and we have lots to celebrate as a staff. We were able to welcome three new additions to our school. We have three teachers who welcomed three new babies to our world, so that was very exciting. We also have some staff and teachers who had children who were college bound this year, so they are empty nesters, so that was very exciting that they get to have new adventures that await them. We also had some really exciting adventures that our staff and our teachers embarked on. They were able to travel across the world in our nation and across our state to see some really exciting places and cultures. And, to just tie it all together, last year we had an incredible year with our staff and our students. We were working hard on our program of inquiry, and we were able to articulate vertically and horizontally 6 units of study in each grade level. So that was each of the grade levels. So that was incredibly impressive. We also had an amazing IB promotion with our fifth graders. They were able to each have a pledge that they want to commit to as they move on to middle school. That was a very exciting promotion. And we also had our fifth grade exhibition that was all about how humans have the power to affect global change. And we couldn't have had our students do an even more amazing job without our mentors. And I'm just so grateful and impressed with how they've guided our students to take action with their passion projects. It was very, very impressive. Now, our parents also had some perspectives for us as we conducted our annual World Cafe. Go ahead and take a look at our 4 takeaways. Okay, you can see that they really had an appreciation with all the communication between the school and the family. So they really appreciate it. So we definitely want to make sure we can continue with that trajectory of open communication. Now, let's go ahead and take a look into our CAFS data, which is one measure of how we've done as a school, and it really tells a story about our growth this year. From the 2015-2016 school year to last year, we have seen a 3-year overall growth with ELA and math. You're going to notice that from last year to this year, we had a 7% increase in ELA, and in math, we also had an increase of 1%. Even though we didn't have as high of a percentage growth in math, that really kind of makes me a little bit perplexed on what we can do to make sure that we increase that percentage of growth similar to that of ELA. So we really need to focus in on our math area and what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and take a closer look in math. And the CAS data for Smarter Balance is actually distributed into 3 areas for math claims. You'll notice that in the graphs, there's a decrease, and we want to see that decrease because this is the percentage of below standard students who did not meet the standard or the claim area. Now, our big focus will be concepts and procedures. It has a decrease of 5% last year, but it's still definitely higher than the other 2 claim areas. So our concepts and procedures is something we'll be focusing on this year. If we zoom in a little bit on our subgroups, you'll notice that we have a huge discrepancy with our males and females in terms of math. Especially in 5th grade, you'll notice at 37% of our females are meeting or exceeding the math CASP, and 50% are not of males are meeting or exceeding the math standard. So we really want to see that the achievement gap close, and we want to make sure that we're supporting our males, but also really focusing in our females and how we can help our females continue with a positive trajectory like in third and fourth grade. Now, if we take a look at our concepts and procedures, we're going to notice that our target group will be that 58% of students who were below or near the standard and did not meet it. And so, what does that tell us about what their lack of knowledge or their lack of understanding in the math claim area is? So if you can just take a second to look at those students who did not meet that standard, what do they not demonstrate? Okay, you'll notice that they were not able to apply that number sense or the conceptual understanding of numbers into different types of scenarios and circumstances. So we'll focus in on how to support them in that claim area. Now, in order for us to see or to focus in on what we need to do to help our students, or especially our female students, grow in the concepts and procedures claim area, we really need to understand what we've done so far, especially with last year. Last year, we did a small group math instruction. We also had a select few teachers carry out number talks and implement them in their classroom. 5 of our 6th grade levels will have used the Common Core standards to align their math curriculum. And the fourth thing is that we started to implement in some classrooms math sprints, which were recommended by our University of California Irvine consultant for math that was employed by our district, and she had recommended these time tests that were from Singapore called math sprints. So a lot of us implemented those in order to have that mathematical fluency. Now, it matters. The data tells a lot of the story, but overall, there's something beyond just the data that we really need to focus on. So let's go ahead and check out this quick video from Verizon about how to inspire her mind.
Who's my pretty girl?
9, 10, 11.
Sammy, sweetie, don't get your dress dirty.
Sam, honey, you don't want to mess with that. Let's put him down.
Samantha, this project has gotten out of control.
Whoa, hey, careful with that. Why don't you hand that to your brother?
Our words can have a huge impact. Isn't it time we told her she's pretty brilliant too?
So in addition to giving opportunities for our girls to think and take risks in math, it's also important of how we speak to our girls. As a female myself, I would have loved the opportunity for my teachers to encourage me and say that it's okay to take risks in math and science. And so we really need to help our girls see themselves in that world. 66% of our 4th grade girls nationally in this case study identified that they like science and math in 4th grade, and eventually when they get to college, only 18% of them major in engineer. So there's a huge decrease in our girls enjoying and expressing their interests in math and science. So we want to make sure that what we do now and in elementary is crucial to setting that foundation of our girls seeing themselves in that field. So in order to do this, we will have an instructional goal of a school-wide implementation of number talks so that we can help build a mathematical fluency with not just our girls, but all of our students. Step number 1 is we're going to develop some assessments so that we can measure that growth for fluency and accuracy with a variety of math problems. Then we're going to conduct a book study so that we can extract and identify some instructional strategies to implement in our classrooms. And then We will have some release time so that we can observe each other and see what the best practices are. Someone's doing really well in some of their number talk implementation. We want to be able to mimic that in other classrooms so that every child has the best opportunity. Then lastly, we will bring in student assessments to see how effective these number talk implementations were. We want to make sure that we see what is working and what are our areas of growth. Now, our call to action is by the end of next year, June of 2019, we need to make sure that we have a decrease of percentage of female students from the concepts and procedures claim of math go from 27% to 21%. We want to see that decrease because that 6% will help us identify, will help us encourage our girls to explore that world of STEM. Now, this year is going to be an amazing one because I know that each of us will really carry in our hearts that we really need to support our girls and all the other students. So onward and upward. And as Oprah said, it's a new day. A new day is on the horizon. So have an exciting year and we'll continue to talk throughout the rest of this year. Thank you.